Wanderers, welcome to the Wondering Dutchmen podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Bob's Liquors. Bob's Liquors wants to wish all of their customers a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Don't fret when it comes to buying the perfect gift. Bob's has you covered. Whether you select a bottle of wine or bourbon or even a gift card, something from Bob's Liquors will make anybody happy. Bob's Liquors has 2 convenient locations to serve you in Ferdinand and, of course, right in our backyard here in Holland. Also, don't wait to begin your New Year's Eve planning. Bob's Liquors has you covered to rock in 2025. Bob's Liquors and the Wondering Dutchman want to remind everyone to enjoy responsibly. Must be 21 or older to purchase from Bob Liquors and always designate a driver.
The Wondering Dutchman podcast.
For none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchman podcast coming to you from a very chilly smoker's lounge.
The Wondering Dutchman. Yeah, yeah. The Wondering Dutchman. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wondering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Bob Liquors. Bob's Liquors, not Bob Liquors. It's Bob's Liquors because there's more than one Bob's. Ferdinand and Holland. I'm Esquire, and I'm joined here at the table by 2 other handsome devils. Yeah, they may suffer from low T, but we're working on that. Wearing the rose.
Just got my numbers. They're higher.
Oh, there we go. The advancements of modern medicine. Sitting over there in the rose-colored glasses with a cheese koozie, drinking a little spotted cow, can only get it in Wisconsin. It's our buddy from Richmond, Indiana, David Allen Smoker.
Well, hello.
Sitting here in the middle with a little bit of wind-blown hair up top there and a mustache. The pride of Holland, Indiana. It's our buddy, Zachary David Masner.
Hola.
Fellas, how are we doing on this very chilly day? In real time, it is December 5th, and it's about 20 degrees outside. That doesn't count the wind chill. I'm just telling you what the truck told me as I drove up Smoker's Lounge.
19.
19, he says.
Well, it's 63 in here.
And it's good.
Level out at a brisk 14 above in the morning at about 7.
That's
Yeah,
good.
2 sevens. That's good.
Puts hair on your chest. We got a few guests here in the lounge today. A new timer here for a recording.
yeah,
Always
hell
happy
yeah.
to have them.
Long-time listener, first-time sitter.
Yeah, that's good. And it's not Couch Guy. We don't know where he's at.
Well, maybe someday he'll find his way back.
Yeah,
Never know.
maybe.
If you love something, you got to let it free.
So, boys, we were talking about this the other day.
Okay.
My allergies, and I've got cat allergies. That's why we wanted to get ferrets.
Shop ferrets, yeah.
Yeah. So I go down to a new allergist today. I had an allergist appointment. It's just, I think it just killed the fan. We're good.
We're good.
On the CGI fireplace.
Yeah.
At any rate, go to the new guy down there in Newburgh, and he's like, "Who'd you go to before?" He's like, couldn't tell you his name. Told him where I went, and that this feller just traveled in town from out of town, every once in a while.
So the other guy, was he a real doctor? Like, is this what you're going
I
to tell
don't
us?
know. Like, it might be like the nut cut guy that just flew in from out of town. But he gave me the
Walmart
full
parking lot
panel.
guy.
I had 72.
You still got the crosshatches on your arm?
Yeah, well,
They did it
the
on your
letters.
arm?
Yeah. First time was on my back. These ones are on my arms.
When you kind of flex like that T must be working. You almost popped out there.
Good grief.
Jesus Christ.
But I had no reactions. He said I'm not allergic to nothing.
Sounds like a quack.
So your thing with cats is psychosomatic?
It might be.
Placebo.
Now, he heard me say that this started up when I lived in Brazil, and he ordered a bunch of stool sample tests because he thought I had
shit in
some
this
rare
cup.
parasitic thing
Don't
from
miss.
Brazil. He's like, I've never, hard telling what you get down there. Were you by the river? I was like, there ain't a river in Brazil.
Oh, he didn't know. If you would have said Brazil,
Oh,
he would've known.
He thought you were talking about the old
South America,
He was
Brazil.
what the
pretty
hell's that big old
excited.
river there? The Rio de Janeiro.
No, it's
Amazon.
Amazon. Rainforest. and
not
river.
Jeff Bezos' Amazon, but like the indigenous people's Amazon.
Jeff Bezos is busy filling
Brother.
package requests right now.
But So who knows? Maybe I'm not allergic to anything. He seemed let down. He said he always gets excited when somebody's been on a mission trip and comes in because he thinks he might discover.
Oh, so he
new.
thought he was excited that maybe you were an adventurous guy, and then he learned you're not.
I'm just a fat podcaster that drinks beer all over Indiana.
Well, not all over Indiana, predominantly Dubois County.
Yeah, anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've dabbled my toes in the beer waters of, I don't know, probably not that high of a percentage of counties.
It's okay. We don't have to. It's okay.
At any rate, so according to this cat, I may not be allergic to anything, so I got to do blood tests to see if I got something internal. But so who knows? Maybe we can go back to shop cats, and that's probably a lot cheaper than ferrets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, talking to some of our friends in the lounge, they could bring us a cat back, maybe.
Yeah, big cat.
Wrong kind of cat.
I tell you what, I'll take my chance with big cat.
If only if we could name her Karen. Mm-hmm.
Here's Cougar in the car.
Yeah.
Anything else going on? How was the weekend?
I don't know.
Think
It
was mostly
snowed.
uneventful.
We got our first snow.
Yeah,
Yep.
we did get snow.
Southern
Cut
Indiana,
down a
about
Christmas tree.
2.5 inches of snow.
I
guess
saw
we
that.
said.
You guys look like the Griswolds out there.
I tell you what, I wasn't real excited about it because there were some things going on in the neighborhood that sounded like a better time than cutting down a Christmas tree.
Oh, boy.
But once we got out there, and it was just cold. It was just cold and windy on the way
Yeah,
there.
you picked a great day to cut
But
down a
we
tree.
got there,
Snowing.
and it started snowing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Daggone."
It's
Hallmark
like a
movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I
Perfect.
remember thinking, man, this tree looks heavy. And I saw Jenna's pictures. And I'm like, these lazy ass kids didn't do a damn thing.
You seem surprised.
Yeah, well, I thought they were bitching like they were doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of last weekend, we had one hell of a euchre game.
Took forever. The last 2 euchre games I played have been pretty drawn out.
That's all right, though, right?
Oh, hell
I mean,
yeah,
what
that
else
was a
did
good
we
time.
have to do? We watched Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound.
I'm a hound dog.
Pocahontas. Started 101 Dalmatians.
Because it was National Indigenous People Day.
Celebrating.
So you watched Pocahontas?
Brother.
You know, and I've been
interesting.
talking. So your warden made a comment to me. I don't know what I was doing, but I got in her way or something, and she went to jab me like, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
asshole," and she was like, "Why is your stomach so hard?" I was like, "Because I'm ripped, Justine," and obviously I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And Jenna's made comments about the way I carry my fatness
Mm-hmm.
being
Oh,
bad
boy.
for heart. So I did some research,
Oh, boy.
Yo, yeah.
and apparently
Yeah.
there's 2 kinds of fatness.
That's true.
And I've got the unhealthy kind that's internal fatness. And I was
Oh,
like,
you got the visceral fat.
visceral.
Mm-hmm.
And I got thinking, I was like, you know what?
Fruit beer wine.
Fruit
Full of
berry
sugar.
wine, but I bet that's probably because of my indigenous heritage.
Mm.
Winters outside and teepees.
Firewater.
Oh, so we're not going to blame it on the 2 bottle a night wine with sugar.
Wine is good for this, actually.
Yeah,
Dry
you got to
It's
go
wine.
not
dry.
proven to be
Dry wine.
semi-dry.
no,
No,
just
no,
straight
yeah,
dry.
you gotta
with the
get into
legs.
What,
You know
what do I
the-
got? I got legs.
Yeah, but the
Bit shins.
wine has to have
No,
legs.
the wine has legs.
Uh,
$4.96 a bottle. Guys, it's got to be good. I just bought 6
Ugh.
more bottles the other night.
Jesus.
After we got
Actually,
the
you know, that
Christmas
was
tree.
brought up by somebody. I forget who I was talking to. And we were discussing the podcast, and I think you had sent the text about drinking the old fruitberry wine because of the fact that it doesn't cause the visceral fat.
Mhm.
To which this lady's response was, I don't know, but the sugar in it probably does cause that. So,
Was she a doctor?
no.
Okay, well, we don't care because I'm pretty sure that from my limited research, very limited research,
Will you call Doc Flaming right now?
No.
Please?
text him?
Yeah, text him.
No.
Be like, hey, the semi-red.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
We got to do an either or, though. Okay, you're not going to be able to sip in the
Yeah,
microphone.
we're not doing that. We're not going to do that anymore.
Anyway, I don't know. Indigenous people, visceral fat, and red wine, side-by-side doors and Christmas trees. That's what's been going. And allergies.
Hey, how come Willbilly wasn't too excited about the tree cutting down?
You know, I'm not sure. It was cold out. He would have rather been in the house playing with his cat.
I know where I
Kitty.
was going with that.
Mm,
Okay.
You know, the other night, whenever we were at that euchre game,
mm.
and I think it was your middle boy, the one that's, the real brainiac, full of confidence.
Yep,
that
that
kid. Yeah. He said he was going to go outside, and it was colder than balls that night,
it was,
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was real cold.
It was pretty chilly. And I said, hey, if you want to, go ahead and start my car. That would be a big help, because you could, get the heater going for me. And when my brother and his pal left, you know, they said, "Hey, you're lucky we left when we did." And I was like, "Why is that?" He goes, "Well, because you know that smoker boy that was going to go out there and start your car?" I was like, "Yeah. Yeah, all he did was turn the key on and then just shut the door." And I thought, "I'll be darned."
Yeah, I imagine in poor Weston's defense, I don't know that he's probably done much car starting. The golf cart's probably most of it, and you just turn the key on, hit the pedal.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I'm a damn. I just thought that was funny because Cody's like, "Well, I started it for you." And I'm like, "Thanks, bud."
I don't think I've ever, Wyatt maybe a couple times, but I've never asked the kids to go start the vehicles before. So that might be, that's a miss on my part.
No, I mean, just a general.
I'm just up so much. They're not up when I'm up and I leave.
Yeah, just a general conversation point there.
Yeah, general conversation. General conversation.
All right, well, there we go.
What about you? Anything?
No, that's it.
Dead cars.
Christmas lights went up.
Oh, that a boy.
Christmas lights didn't get plugged in until the other day. And I got a bad situation.
Oh, you got a dead bulb somewhere.
Yep.
You didn't check them before you hung them?
Gosh, what an idiot.
Good grief.
What a rookie. How's that make you feel?
Oh, man, that's tough. Like,
God, Jesus, Clark.
the best you can do now is just hang new strands over those strands because you're never going to, you'll spend more time finding the light.
Well, I'm just going to write it out. It's going to look like a toothless because I'll have a strand that's full, strand that has 2 solid blocks missing, strand that's full, strand that has 2 solid blocks missing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here, folks. This you heard it here first. This young man should have called Logan Clark with Lights by Logan.
I tell you what, if he could come
We were
out.
just talking about how it's a little shady down there south of Holland.
Yeah, I don't even have a tree up.
No, but the Santa Claus at your sink or
You like that?
yeah, it's kind of like keeping a watch on the neighborhood.
Vintage. We had very strict instructions that thing is to not be outside because it's older than everyone in this room.
Really?
Yeah, and they
Plastic light up?
it's a plastic Santa. And
I love
Hell
it.
yeah.
It's older than everyone in this room, and the
Asbestos.
the price tag on that mother liquor is too much to talk about. Yeah, I never even dreamt that was the case with that whenever the warden acquired that. But turns out it's an heirloom, and you're not even allowed to look at it wrong. So
I just
feast your eyes on it from the window, boys,
Yeah.
because that's all you're getting.
So what
Major
are you-
award.
What
I'm
are
going
you
to
doing
steal
with
that
it?
Santa.
I'll kill you.
Oh shit. Anyways, hey, big thank you to Dubois County Tire and Supply for giving us
yeah.
the little introduction there. Gonna be calling the boys over there because old Lady Tank needs a new set of treads.
I guess.
And
It's time.
Them are gonna be pricey.
Yeah,
But our friends at Dubois County Tire and
They'll
Supply
take
will
care
take
of it.
care of us.
That's right.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Santa saw you on the nice list. Santa also saw the tread on your tires. If you're starting to get down to the wear bars, don't wait till the new year to get that much-needed set of Mastercraft tires. Snow, sleet, and ice are coming. Don't be driving around on racing slicks. It's a matter of safety for not only you, but those you share the road with. See Zeth and the crew at Dubois County Tire and Supply today. Dubois County Tire and Supply would also like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right, big fella, what we got?
Well, I actually, you never would have guessed, judging by my stature and my petite figure, that coming in at a petite 4 1/4, I never in a million years thought that I would find a food that I have never heard of. And I was looking at the old TikToks the other night, and I get a lot of recipes on TikTok.
Yeah.
A lot
I
of
really
recipes.
like those deviled egg Christmas trees you sent.
Yeah, I know, dude. So like TikTok recipes are a big thing. Facebook Reels, a lot of recipes on there,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Well, I stumbled across one the other night that was a soup,
Oh.
and it's Italian penicillin.
Moldy.
No,
No.
it's just like an Italian, comfort food type soup, and it called for a specific ingredient that I just had never heard of before, and it's called pastina, And I was like, what the hell is pastina?
Well, it's a small pasta.
Yeah. And it's like sand looking pasta. But yeah,
Damn.
so anyway, I've never even heard of pastina. So I go to the Morpholesses and I look around and I'm trying to find it, and it's in a box literally the size of a, like a damn, I don't know. Don't even know how to explain it. Just a box,
little box.
like a raisin box times 2. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now the pocket raisin box or the family raisin
Like the family
box?
raisin box there.
Okay.
Yeah, probably something.
So they're
like
just
that,
little pastas.
Probably about the square part of this here bourbon bottle.
I'll be
It's
damned.
probably the dimensions of this.
Now, explain the pasta
Pastina.
to me. Is it a flat pasta? Is it a tube pasta? Is
So
it a
the
twisted
pasta is actually in the shape of a star.
Oh.
So if you could imagine eating chicken and stars,
yeah.
and the stars that are in the
Mhm.
chicken and stars, but the pastina is like half that size.
Okay.
So like it's even smaller than that.
Okay. So half a star.
Right. So what we did
That's
was
how you get the hotel ratings. Pastina.
Bingo.
So what we did was the soup is you take carrots, a pot, yeah, starting out,
Some kind of liquid.
yeah, chicken broth,
Oh, chicken broth base.
and you boil your carrots and your onions and your celery for 30 minutes in the chicken broth, and then you take the veg out, put it in a blender, and then you put it all back in, and then you put your pastina in.
So does it have a very much like a turtle soup consistency?
Absolutely not.
Now, Uncle
It's
Bob, we
thick.
made
It
a
almost looked
freezer
like
queen.
asshole.
Assholes.
Yep. Nope. It almost
You
looked
spent
like
your time and a lot of
butt
assholes,
juice.
big guy.
I'm big ass man.
Ass eating season, fellas.
World champion here, baby. I actually thought that I probably put too much pasta in with the
Lots of
liquid
starch.
because it ended up turning to like applesauce is what I was trying to get at. Like it was a very thick and hearty stuff, but it was damn good.
Good. Pastina.
But that led me to realize, do you guys have any idea like how many pastas there actually are?
There's a lot.
Mm.
Like,
There's lots of boxes in the aisle at Walmart.
That's
know
what I
haven't
mean.
been in ages.
and they're all like
you got
just
your
different.
spaghetti, your fettuccine, your
Mhm.
ricotti, your
Your hair pastas. Your thin spaghettis.
Yes, that's
Elbow.
what- yep.
elbow,
And then you get into your big ones.
ravioli.
Lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
I do like a homemade lasagna.
He's talking
man.
about TikTok soups. Been hard on the lasagna soup.
Here you go. Bow tie,
If you're fancy.
fusilli,
Fusilli.
Sounds like an STD.
jamilli,
That's an STD.
That's for sure.
jumbo shells,
Oh, yeah. That's
ziti,
Oh,
I forgot
loved
ziti.
a good baked ziti.
penne,
Penne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
conchigili,
Can't get him, mother.
rigatoni,
Yeah.
Oh,
everybody loves
orzo, lumancani, spaghetti, paccheri,
patchouli.
orecchiette, riganetti, pappardelle, elbow.
Great
Diddolini.
podcasting.
Like there's so many
eenies.
so many goddamn eenies. That's what I'm saying. But
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
fettuccine, capellini,
cat by its toe.
linguine, campellanini. I don't know. Like I just would never in a jillion years realize that there or think that there was that many goddamn.
Well, there's a
pastas.
big world outside of this little
Oh,
bourbon.
yeah.
Well, I know. That's what I mean. And they
I bet they ain't got great podcast content like
Manicotti.
the Wondering Dutchman.
manicotti. There's another big
They
one.
should,
That's
though.
Want to see my manly manicotti?
that's what you
Ah.
make those loaded shotgun shells
Yeah.
with. You ever had them?
Oh, yeah. My mom used to make
You
manicotti.
put
It's like that white, flaky looking ass cheese. World class air dicker. You just shove it
oh,
in
what
there.
the hell is that shit called? Ricotta.
Ricotta cheese.
Put ricotta cheese in there with a little tomato sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. This topic's kind of stupid, but I just I don't
Hey,
know.
man,
I
you're
There's
was
all about the
nothing
pasta.
stupid on this podcast.
I was absolutely mind blown. Like I'd never heard of pastini, and
Now,
it remind.
speaking of-
Actually, you know what? Hold on. You
Go
hold
ahead.
that thought,
I will
David
hold
Allen.
it.
Now that I find it, I've just had a big light bulb go off to something that is really close to what pastini is. Quinoa. Have you ever had quinoa?
Heard of
Wow.
quinoa.
familiar with it.
It's pastini looks a lot like quinoa when it's done. Like it's like a.
Quinoa backwards is onic.
Is that right? That's not true.
And we were worried about
Really?
you listed on
Quinoa is
pastas.
spelled with a Q.
That's true.
Onic. Okay. Quick. You ever heard quick? It still has a sound. Onic.
No, my damn.
Yeah.
Well, that took a weird turn there. So
No, good shape.
anyway, quinoa. Yeah, I don't know.
Qdoba.
It's like one of the oldest.
Qdoba's
It's
good
like the
too.
oldest grain that there ever was.
Quinoa is?
Yeah, dates back to like the ancient Egyptians. Did you know that?
Walk like an Egyptian.
Dun, dun,
I guess I
dun,
never
dun.
thought of them eating pasta.
The Egyptians?
Well,
Yeah.
quinoa
They
is
did.
not a pasta.
It's like a rice.
It's a grain.
Oh.
I said quinoa reminds me of pastini.
Oh.
but it's not.
And a lot
you
of
just
the,
rewrote history for me thinking
Yeah.
they were over there eating spaghetti and
no,
meatballs.
sure shit was,
building them
buddy.
damn triangles.
Camel,
Hey, how do you
camel
expect
balls.
them to build them pyramids
Ground
on an
camel.
empty state?
Ground that camel up and then put it in an old ball there. 90% of the pastas that they're eating is they're wheat derivatives. They
Now we've had some wheat
Make the
pasta
flour.
in there, and then there's been some gluten-free pastas that
our buddy RFK is going to take care of all that stuff. He's going to put the glutens back in it. You know who RFK is?
No, I thought he was going to take the glutens out.
Is that it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Is his voice like that from cocaine use?
No, he's got a condition.
is that the guy about it?
Habitual cocaine use.
He don't talk like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
he does.
Is he the same one that was like, if you don't like cops, the next time you're in trouble, call a crackhead?
No, that's who the hell said that? Damn it. Senator, it's a Kennedy. It's a senator
All right.
though. This
All right.
Oh, it's down. Is that the fella down there in Louisiana? Ted Kennedy? That's not Ted.
If you don't like the cops, the next time you're having an emergency, call a crackhead.
It's the guy from Louisiana. It's the
John Kennedy.
That's it.
Okay.
He's a
Yes.
character. He
Yeah.
said some wild shit.
RFK is who Trump wants to put in the USDA and the Food and Drug Administration guy.
Oh, we need more.
He's
administration.
taking he wants to take yellow 5 out, all the dyes, all the processed foods and stuff that's in our diet.
I bet that dude eats lots of processed foods.
I
It's
bet
hard
he-
to not have
I
processed.
bet he don't.
I don't know. It's hard not to have a processed food anymore in 2024.
I know, and I think that's what he's trying to work towards, is trying to get rid of all that shit. It's actually pretty goddamn scary if you look into it. A lot of the stuff that's in our food. Like it's really wild.
Well,
That's why we're all fat bastards. I mean, obviously we eat a lot
I
of
feel like there's less fat bastards. I mean, we're all fat bastards.
I mean, there is
But I eat lots
6,000
of-
times more fat bastards in America than there are anywhere else.
Yeah, but I feel like I eat like a lot of just not processed meat. Like we're big meat eaters here on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of, and I can
But it's the other shit that you eat that's got it in it.
potatoes,
Yeah.
pasta.
potatoes doesn't.
Genetically modified things. They're genetically modified so much that they're actually nutrient deprived. It's wild. I don't want to nerd out on it. And
Nerd out, brother.
I'm not the guy that needs to be talking about food and how bad it is for you. Because, buddy, I'll be
there's some
mainlining
comments.
that shit as soon as I leave here. But what I'm saying is that over time, all these bigger Monsanto, all these bigger companies that are like in charge of the genetics of crops, they're genetically modifying everything so much.
So they'll grow on Gatorade.
Basically, yeah, you could throw a corn kernel out here on this concrete floor and it'll grow.
Wow.
Drought resistant, Roundup resistant, fungicide resistance, like all these different things. But as they genetically modify them, they're just depriving the nutrients from the actual grain to where it takes more of it to get that fullness. And then we open the can of worms with MSG, monosodium glutamate or whatever, however you say that. And all those, trans fats, high fructose corn syrup, stuff like that. I don't know. I do a lot of research on it, little reading,
Some people identify as fat.
Yeah, I'm a POS for sure, bro. But yeah, there's things in our food in the United States that's like outlawed in other countries.
I don't know why I thought about this, but I did, and it has nothing to do with food, which is probably good for us.
Attaboy.
Family reunions.
Oh, well, that's got everything to do with food.
Well, but I'm talking about the nature. Like, I was just wondering, have you ever been to a family reunion?
Oh, hell yeah. Now, there's the old Smoker Lamont family reunion that I haven't been to yet, but they do that every year in Connorsville, Liberty. down in Liberty, Indiana. Now the Gibbons Railsback side, that's where the cider squeeze happens. And I'm going to try to maybe...
The cider squeeze.
Well, it ain't happened in a bunch of years, but at my grandparents' house, there's an old cider press.
Grandma Viv?
Mm-hmm.
She
And
presses the cider?
well, we go get a crate of apples, and then everybody show
Is it
up with their
warm
milk
cider?
jugs. I mean, it's warm when you press it.
Are
I mean,
these
it's
Are
October.
these genetically modified apples?
They come
Anybody
from,
up there with the last name Dickens?
probably.
Nothing
From
better than
Doherty
a warm
Orchards. I don't know
Dickens
if
cider.
Doherty Orchards has genetically modified apples back in 2005 and before. But,
Guarantee it.
they may have. But yeah, so the cider squeeze was the family reunion. We'd roast a hog and make apple cider.
I think the only family reunion that I ever attended so far in my adult life is up at West Boggs Park for the Jeffers family reunion.
What
With
side would that'd be?
just Granny Dina.
I was going to say, you're getting up that way.
Yeah, and I mean it's usually a good time. Golf carts, kids go swimming, a lot of food.
Sounds like a Tuesday in the neighborhood.
Right, but I mean it's just yeah, we used to have them a lot back in the day, but I don't think they really have them anymore now that we.
Well, that's what got
about
me, because
So many people are connected now through social media.
see, and that's what I wondered if why that was.
Mhm.
If the social media has closed that loop a little bit.
Because I've got cousins that I ain't seen in ages, but I can tell you all about them.
I've got cousins that I've never met.
I got some of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got cousins in New York that I may have met when I was a little feller, but I don't know now. Yeah, they're all over the place, but I know them on Facebook.
Really?
That's nuts.
Interesting. I don't know. We're not a big family. Like, there ain't a bunch of Lindemans running around.
Very tight knit.
And then,
Well,
you
but
know,
people were still boning to make liniments. I mean,
How
there's
many-
more people out there than you know. Like,
how many
normally a family
siblings
reunion
does,
isn't just people that share the last name.
How many siblings does Frankie have?
he was the youngest of three, so there was two above him.
What about your mama?
Were they all boys?
No.
See,
Bill,
that's splitting out. Who knows how far it goes?
well, I know but it's not a very long tree. And then on the Sissel side, Mom was one of four.
Straight up.
No, see, my dad was one of one, and my mom was one of two.
Yeah, but
So we
Still got like 800 cousins, ain't you?
No.
Oh yeah.
well, and I guess that would be the thing. Like,
I have a lot of them on the Masoner side that I don't have a clue who they are.
but like,
yeah, everybody's like
Because my grandfather, Wild Bill, he was one of a shit
17.
ton, and then my grandpa Bailey, old Grandpa Marvin, I think he was one of 11. Kind of like
See, that's the thing. The more
local
siblings
family
you
here.
have, the less you like one another. And then the more siblings you have,
you
buy
could have just one sibling.
I don't
and
buy
not
that.
I tell you what, if you got 15 siblings,
I mean, I only got one, and I hate my brother's guts.
no, you
Oh,
don't.
you're
He's around all the time.
a joke. I just thought it would be funny to say.
There's lots of people
Sometimes
like
he hate me.
700 cousins. You know what
We
I
about
mean?
got in a fight one time.
You and your brother.
Yeah.
Chicken leg.
No.
I don't think that'd last very long.
Who you
You'd
think
get
would win?
tired? I don't know. Your brother's got
What
that
age?
first move quick. Yeah, what age? Good point.
Right now.
Whew.
I think you'd take him.
Knock him out. He ain't never been in one. I don't think he's ever been in one.
What you got on him now is you're right
Street
to the
cred,
edge to where
street
you
cred.
got the old man strength,
Street cred?
and he's not needed old man strength.
Yeah, you got dad strength too.
Yeah.
You can't underestimate dad
Street
strength.
cred.
I don't know if you got any street cred. I've heard about one fight
Bitch,
you were in
please.
on the side of the highway, and I think you
I shit my pants.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We've
of.
never talked about that, and that's all right.
Wait, let's talk about that.
We don't need to.
That'd be great.
It's going to ruin your street cred. If
You
we
got
do
to fight, shit your pants.
You just got
it. You got the shit knocked out of him.
You just got to keep going.
Oh, you got knocked out and then you shit yourself.
Nope.
That's a hell of a problem.
We can cut this out if we need to.
What for?
Because you were just arguing your street cred. It was something about a Hooters, and there was a guy that was upset at a Hooters, and then they bumped.
Oh, so we
into
are
each
going to
other
talk
on-
about it then. How about damn?
Hey,
I
I don't want to
wasn't
get too
even there.
personal, but
Are you an innie or an outie?
Innie or an outie?
Obviously, that night it was an Audi.
Hey, at least you went for it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you went for it.
Around
You
and
got
find
to.
out. And I found out.
Yeah.
I'm not too ashamed. I'm not too proud to say I got my.
Not only I get in a fight, somebody shit my pants.
I got choked out and
Choked out? What was this?
I got choked out, pissed my pants, and broke my nose one night too at a local friend's house.
Good grief.
Bloodied up his bathroom and everything.
Good.
So maybe you're not. Maybe your brother would have a chance.
Yeah.
Now that we know that stuff.
Big trees fall hard, boys. You know. Big trees fall hard.
That's right.
You don't throw a beer bottle at my mom's van. That's
Hell
it.
no. Hell
Straight
no.
up.
Is that
You don't
what
throw a
started
beer
all of
bottle
it?
at anybody.
That's what started all of it?
Yeah. Sometimes you got to go street racing in a Chevy Venture.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, it's good, I guess.
Now, my mom had a Windstar.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at him. He remembers now. See? I actually broke a friend of mine, one of my best buddies. I broke his jaw. Yeah, knocked him the out. And then another friend, because we were all friends.
Right.
And we were just real. I think I put a full fifth of Seagram 7 in a beer bong that night.
Attaboy.
And down the hatch on an old Seagram's bottle. And some friends of people showed up that didn't need to be there. And then this and that happened, some exchanges. And then I was like, hey, dude, you could just tell him to leave. You don't have to be all dickish, you know. And he's like, you fat ass. Blah, blah, blah. And then we got into a fight and I broke his face real bad. And then like this other skinny dude was like, don't worry, I'll take care of Mace. You just go tend to him. And then I was like, dude, get away. And I was going after the other little feller again. And then this other little spider monkey feller, he he flied off the walls and climbed me like a tree and just choked me out from 6'4". And then I fell like a sequoia square into the concrete. That's why my nostrils are different sizes. See? And when I was knocked out cold, I was, my nose was bleeding pretty bad because my nostril was cut up pretty good. But then I pissed my pants too. And then that's whenever I was telling the guy I wanted to fight more. Like I was ready to go after that because I was real mad then,
Hell yeah.
And then the guy that owned the place, I was like, look at me. Look what he did to me. Like, I want to kill him. Like, look at me. And then it's just, it was, a lot of stupid, stupid stuff back then,
Now, knowing you, because I know you,
Uh-huh.
I feel like your warden had to be close by. And I just can't imagine.
No.
Really?
She wasn't even there. Mm-mm.
Really?
College girl.
Oh.
Yeah, college girl.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what
Now,
a
none
wild
of this
time.
has absolutely nothing to do with family reunions. But, I could feel,
This would make a sweet family
sometimes
reunion
that's what I'm
story.
saying. So that's what I was getting at. Sometimes shit like this could happen
hell
at
yeah.
family reunions.
Yeah, hell yeah. Because fighting your brother. That's
Yeah.
what we got.
You ever went to a family reunion looking for pussy?
No, sir.
No.
No. You?
You?
I've never been to a family reunion.
You're kidding me. Really?
Never been.
No.
So he
damn.
can't say that he's not gone to a family reunion. Like
See, my mom used to go down to a Sissel one down in Kentucky because that's where some of them Sissels came up out of, Kentucky. And my younger brother went one time, but I dodged that bullet somehow. I didn't go.
He didn't get engaged shortly after, did he?
Who? My younger, he's like 12.
Okay.
That's what I mean. They always
down in
say
Kentucky,
that's
about,
what old,
that's about the age. Get
what
him
the
out of
hell's
the
old
house.
Johnny or not?
Yeah.
Jeff Foxworthy said, if you might be a redneck if you go to a family reunion looking for a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's a tough spot.
Stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, no, family reunions used to be a really big thing because the Masner side used to have them. My great grandmother lived in a little white house right by the Selvin Church, and because we had family. My grandpa had a brother in Florida. Grandpa had a sister in St. Louis, like all kinds of shit. And there would be 10. I can remember it when I was a little boy. I don't even think Cody was born, but they would set up tents. It'd be hotter than shit. Drinking, Dad'd be drunk as hell. Mom would be mad. I'm running around with your feet your feet dyed green from the cut grass, and we'd have apple wars and all kinds of
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
Like just little kid stuff like that.
That's what
I
they
can-
mean when they talk about the American dream.
I can remember stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just
Dad going down there the week before to mow the yard with the old snapper comet. Getting it all slicked up. But yeah, I don't know. But anymore, now you show up to a shelter house. You put your food out.
fried chicken.
Yeah. Put your food out on the table and you sit there and bullshit
Just
around.
talk to the people that you regularly talk to.
Yeah, and then you're like, well, better get back. I got
Dogs are at the house.
Johnny's got a ball game here at 4:00. We better go, shit like that. I don't know. Everybody's too goddamn busy to have family reunions anymore.
My boys will have family reunions.
Hopefully.
They'll they'll go do their thing and then want to come back here to the house. I'll just have to start having.
I'm sure they'll be racing back. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, who wouldn't want to come back here?
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's true. Hey, we're going to take a quick pause brought to you by Love Excavating. Love Excavating is proud to sponsor this Pause for the Cause. Love Excavating wants to thank everyone for a great 2024 and hopefully an even better 2025. If you have a commercial or residential project, Love Excavating can handle it. From installing and repairing underground utilities, downspouts, footings, land clearing, drainage, and rock and sand hauling, Love Excavating can help you. Your friends at Love Excavating, including neighbor Doug, want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right, Smoke Dragon. White Christmas in 2024, huh, buddy?
It is. Appreciate the
You're welcome.
extension there. Yeah, so I've been living down here in Dubois County now since 2012. And the first winter was in Celestine, neck of the woods. And then everyone since then has been here in God's country. And this may have been like the second Thanksgiving in so many years that like snow stuck. Like it's cold, boys.
Oh, yeah, it's cold.
Cold for November. And I'm getting like back home, we used to, when we've talked about this before, like it used to snow. Like there used to be snow, like feet of snow would come down, and like, oh, you're still going to school, and like down yonder, like it's a dusting, and like we better leave them home. But I'm thinking maybe if this keeps it up, we might be able to see, like it's not been cold enough the last probably 5 years. Like even if it snows on Christmas, it ain't been cold enough for anything to stick. Like it might stick in the top of the grass for a minute, but it ain't sticking to the streets or nothing. But it's frigid out there.
I hate to tell you, but
It's going to be 50 on Saturday.
yeah, the way the weather's trending, we'll just fast forward as far as
sure. Go ahead.
I can go out Monday the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. We're looking at 50.
That's when I'm in Tampa.
Yeah, 51, 53, 50, 51, and 47 with lows in the 40s overnight.
Okay, well that's good because I didn't want to get.
It's not
stranded
gonna.
We may have better weather up here than what you have in Tampa.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
It'd be kind of funny.
I don't know. 40s though, that's
That'd
still
be
cold
funny.
enough that snow will stick on the ground. 40s. Yeah,
We're gonna check.
How long
math
have you
on
lived
that.
down there? You say?
I feel like it's
12
been in the
years.
50s plus the last couple years. Like
And
it's been
snowed, huh? 50s.
within the week of, man.
Oh,
So, are you really looking forward to a white Christmas?
Yeah, I like snow at Christmas. After
Beginning to
Christmas,
look a
the
lot
hell with it.
like
It just gets muddy. But yeah, like I'd like there to be like 2 or 3 feet of snow on the ground because I got a good yard to make like a tubing alley,
Mhm.
like a,
Yeah, you hit that hill and you get a little lift. Next thing you know, you're crossing 161.
hell yeah.
That's the American dream.
There's not been much snow here since we've been here though. Maybe 2 good sledding years out of 12.
No. There was a good one.
6 years.
Zoe, no, it wasn't that long. A couple years ago. I
Yeah.
just think we forget about these good
Well,
snows
no,
because we all
I know
hate
what
it.
you're talking about because I had the golf cart out doing donuts and I was dragging. That's why I took all the stumps out of the front yard because I about killed somebody's kid on a stump with this weird story.
Long story. We don't have to get into it.
Okay, so yeah, that was probably in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I
Then
would
before
agree.
that, it was probably 3 or 4 years. So maybe 3 in the last 12 years.
The 1978 blizzard is one of the highest accumulating snows of Indiana history.
No, 07, 08, we didn't get a lot of snow, but it was cold as hell. We had a lot of ice, and then the snow.
That was
we
the
did
polar
get-
vortex.
Yeah, I could go for like a half a polar vortex. And
What year did we run from the cops in the four wheelers? It wasn't. It wasn't 3, was it? Wasn't the December of 4 because we graduated in 5. Me. 20-some inches, and we were out of school for over 2 weeks.
So that was my first year at VU, and they shut the school down. VU, they shut the campus down for the first time or second time.
I thought we were upperclassmen when that happened. We must. You
Didn't that-
guys must have been juniors.
Didn't that
Were you
kind of happen
juniors?
with like Christmas break? Like it was Christmas break, and then we got that snow,
And then we were off
I
vice
was
versa
home
for a
for
long
Christmas.
time.
We got like an extra
a foot.
week.
Yeah, we got like a foot and a half of snow that time.
I was home from VU for Christmas
That was
break,
a lot of
driving
fun.
back through like the worst snow that I'd seen in ages. No, that was 03-04. And because it took 6 hours to get to Vincennes from home, which normally takes 3 hours.
No.
Yeah.
And I get there and they shut down all the classes for another week. So I was just down there by myself, like, because VU's a suitcase college, you know,
Yeah.
home for the weekend. And my big ass was just down there hanging out in the dorm.
Yeah, just chilling.
But yeah, that was 03. That was winter of 0.
The kids get
No, I
excited about
graduated.
it.
Yeah, that was 03 into 04.
The kids get excited about it. Zoe
I
gets
do.
excited about it. Now, when I lived in Michigan, like they get snow, and it starts snowing
Man, I walked
November
home
1
from a
and-
bar in Grand Rapids one night with a bunch of snow on the
cold.
ground.
When were you in Grand Rapids?
Oh, Sturgill Simpson
Have
concert.
we talked about this?
Yeah, a long time ago. I got in trouble. We went to see Sturgill Simpson. I flipped him off because I was waving at him and he didn't wave back. And then my buddy's brother threw his hat up there and then he kicked it off the stage. And
Where'd
he
you see him at? Intersection?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
what-
I got pissed off and left before the concert was over because he was being a dick.
yeah. It's
I was
it's
probably
getting
just
pretty chilly.
drunk.
Beautiful place.
February.
Yeah, it's
It's
chilly.
cold.
Yeah, they had a lot of snow. Like they had a blizzard, and it's like midweek blizzard. Me, the guy from West Virginia, and the guy from Arkansas. We decided we were going to have a blizzard party because we thought, oh, shit's going to be shut down.
Hell yeah.
Wasn't.
No.
They know how to get rid of snow
That's
up there.
They got blowers and torches because we've mimicked some of the Wisconsin, Michigan, some of those cities, like their snow removal plans. Some of it,
Potted cow.
like we've done some different things similar to what they do, and they will take loaders and stuff and move it to the center of the streets, and then they'll blow it into the back of the trucks or load it into backhoes, or they also have like flamethrower truck type deals. You know, some of them do.
Never saw it in Grand Rapids. They don't have the front blades. They have them in the mid axle,
Yeah,
and they run constant.
hammer down.
2 inches, they're out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes.
Hell yeah.
But people know how to operate more up there because it's more of a common thing. I wish we got more snow around here for sure because it would make things a lot cooler. I like it
Yeah, hell yeah.
pretty in the snow.
That's
Took
true.
some photos of my casa the other morning. It was pretty cool, man. It was great.
So, Dave, are you going to make a prediction here on a White Christmas, or are you just going to let it sit?
This is the first Thanksgiving probably since I've lived down here that I thought there might be a chance for snow to stick. Just because it's not been this cold.
You know what we could do? We could rent a
It did snow and stick. We got 2 inches.
snow
That's what I'm
machine.
saying. Like
on
I don't
Sunday.
remember since I've lived here a Thanksgiving that was this cool and that we had snow and it stuck.
Well, it didn't snow on Thanksgiving.
For Christ's sakes, just the general time of just generally, not
Yeah, I
like the
get you.
day of.
Dot your I's, cross your T's around this
Yeah,
guy. He doesn't
yeah,
let
yeah,
anything
hell yeah.
get through.
Right.
We could just rent a snow machine out here on Smoker Hill. You could have a
And
neighborhood
I don't know
party.
if we're doing that good on the podcast.
I don't think it'd be that expensive. We could talk to our friends at Paoli Peaks.
Yeah.
All you need
We
is
have
a
friends
big
there?
fan and a damn piece of PVC pipe with like 1/4 or 1/8 inch holes in it and mist. That's
There-
all you need.
There you go.
Cold weather.
Oh,
And cold weather.
We could blow snow.
Yeah, see, it's easy, Dave.
oh,
Surprised you ain't got this figured out yet.
oh, yeah.
You could figure it out,
Yeah,
buddy.
I got faith in you. Oh, pinch poke, you owe me a Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Buy me a Sprite.
It is now time for the Merkley and Son Choice Cut Questions of the Week for the fellas, brought to you by Merkley and Sons.
The fellows at Merkley & Sons want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in 2025. As you digest your Thanksgiving meal, it's not too early to start planning your Christmas and New Year's dinner. Whether you're thinking about beef or pork, you can't go wrong as long as you stop in at Merkley's. Also, ladies, don't forget that the special man in your life really only wants Merkley's bacon for Christmas and maybe a box of seasoned patties to go with it. Get over and see Bradley, John Boy, and Eric today.
All right, fellas, as we got into the colder weather here, I got some cold weather related activities. Would you rather go skiing or snowboarding? If you could. Let's just throw that.
Neither.
I feel like sledding should be an option.
Okay. Sledding, snowboarding, or skiing?
Sledding.
I'm going to ski.
And you could throw tubing in there, too.
Oh,
World class.
I'm going to ski.
yeah, you will.
Yeah. Ain't the first time you sit bitch in a truck, is it?
Nope.
Bet the boys at the city love it when you sit in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather build a snowman or a snow fort?
Snow fort.
Mm-hmm. Fort.
Ice skating on a frozen lake or ice skating on an indoor rink. What would you rather do?
I don't think I could get past the sheer fact of it. Me being a petite 4 1/4 and knowing that there's a lake,
14 feet of water.
a
no way
lake,
out.
a lake with enough depth that if I were to fall through, that it would be automatic death.
Yeah, I'm probably.
Yeah, but if you're in an area that gets cold, stays cold, you don't have to worry about it. Like up in Minnesota,
Like where
have-
they drive on them.
Yeah. Haven't you seen ice road truckers?
I'd still be a little leery.
If it can hold an 18-wheeler,
There's soft spots every now and then.
Oh, Jesus. Would you rather shovel snow or scrape ice off your car?
Shovel snow.
Scrape ice.
Really? I'd shovel snow. Ice
You know how long
fishing?
this driveway is?
That's true. Ice fishing?
Off your car, he said.
Shovel snow. Oh, I thought you meant like a driveway. Like, goddamn, I did that one day in Longy Stop. I thought I was having a heart attack.
No, would you
shoveled your
rather
driveway by
shave-
hand?
Yeah,
What the hell for?
because Jenna couldn't get up and down.
You have the tractor?
I didn't. I bought a tractor the next year.
Oh.
Hey, babe, park at the mailbox. I'll be down in a minute. I'll be damned if I'm shoveling that 1/4 mile of driveway.
I did it.
Hey, you get all hopped up on that testosterone Adipex, you
I
might
didn't
get that
have
son
it
of a bitch
then. I
shoveled.
was all low teed. I was out there just whining like a bitch.
Get it out there. Let's see here. Would you rather go ice fishing or winter camping?
Ice fishing.
Winter
Yeah.
camping.
I think winter camping would be fun. I get caught on them guys that camp in like those snowstorms.
Have you guys ever slept in a tent when there is snow on the ground?
In Colorado.
Right. Like up on the mountain?
Mhm.
Yeah. Pretty cold, huh?
It's like 17
Yeah.
at night. Yeah.
What was the temperature during the day, though?
Enough to start in the sun, it would melt. We were just talking about that earlier. Like it'd get muddy in the day, but everything freeze up harder than tighter than Dick's Hat Band.
We had
Whatever it is about Dick's Hat Band.
Yeah, we had a winter jamboree down at Rockport, and we actually did get like it's probably close to 6 inches of snow. And
I forget you're a Boy Scout.
And we did we had like a Klondike race where we built basically like dog sled looking deals,
Mm-hmm.
but
Sounds
They
like
were-
a blast.
they were human powered dog sleds.
Mm.
Yeah,
Is the Boy Scout still alive?
yeah,
But I think it's just Scouts
full
of
of a bunch of
America.
rapers now.
I
But
was gonna say.
Oh, boy.
I thought all the stories were about getting 6
Go ahead and rip
inches.
the Band-Aid off that one.
Well,
you
hey.
weren't paying attention earlier. You got
When
your
I was in the
attention now.
Scouts, we got 4 inches on that camp trip, and we loved it.
spades.
Hey, here's the real question: mittens or gloves?
Gloves.
Gloves.
Gloves too.
Just to clear things up, I was never sexually assaulted as a Boy Scout.
yeah,
Just to clear that up.
that's because you signed a waiver.
I?
Boy, last one here. Would you rather soak in the old hot tub in the snow or cozy up in front of the fireplace?
Fireplace.
Oof. I don't know. I kind of like hair sickles in the hot tub.
Now that I'm a hot tub owner, I got to use that son bitch.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't have a
Well, yours
fireplace.
is that you can have a fire in the fire ring right by the.
Oh yeah.
Have you got your hot tub going?
Yeah. So the switch thing turned out to just go away. So now Pop Frank ran over, got some chemicals for me this week,
Hell yeah.
and dosed it up tonight because I told Janelle I'm going to sit in it this weekend, hell or high water.
I'll be up.
Oh boy.
We might have to put more water in it after we get
Janelle come. Hey, is there a leak in the tub? Nope.
What's all this ice on the porch?
Two big
bro?
bastards are going to be sitting there on the jets, and the water in the house is going to.
When the
That
blink,
was a walrus sound. By
when
the
the
way.
blink camera system picks that up as we strut out there, that'll be really good.
Mm.
Hey, it's time though. One more trip around the table for some final thoughts. Brought to you by our buddy Chad Blessinger and Blessinger Insurance. Our buddy Chad Blessinger of Blessinger Insurance wants to thank all the new and existing customers that trusted Chad in 2024 with all their insurance needs. With that said, December is a perfect time to take a look at your insurance portfolio and make plans for 2025. Whether you added an addition to the house and need to readjust your homeowner's insurance, or you need to double check your amounts on your life insurance, Chad is ready to help you. Chad wants to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and Chad stands ready to assist you for all your insurance needs in 2025. All right, Smoke Dragon, what say you, my friend?
I don't have a lot. It's been a busy week. Keep your eye on the prize and don't make bad decisions, and tune in Friday for hopefully a better final thought.
Go ahead, big fella.
Don't get caught up in the rat race that is materialistic Christmas. Nobody gives a shit how much money you spend on presents and gifts and all that.
That's not
crap.
true.
And other than that, just enjoy your time, stay warm, and Merry Christmas.
Big thank you to our friends at Bob's Liquors, Dubois County Tire Supply, Love Excavating, Merkley and Sons, and of course, Blessinger Insurance. We appreciate your support this month in December. Couple things. First off, an integral part of our program, our buddy Curdy G, getting ready to celebrate year 35 as the voice of the Raiders. That's a lot of longevity. He does an excellent job. And of course, we are big fans of our buddy Curdy G. Second thing that I wanted to throw out there, we had, I'm looking for it on Facebook, but a gentleman shared his Spotify. What is that they're
Wrapped.
Yeah, Spotify Wrapped.
I didn't see that.
And that's awesome. That's cool that people listen to us and listen to us that much. That's a neat thing. It is cool. I saw it. It popped up. I commented on it. I don't know where it's at anymore.
That's okay. I didn't see it. I'll have to look for that.
I'll have to find it. We'll get it next time. And then kind of a cool situation. I was at work and individual comes up and we start chatting a little bit. And John Craig, former mayor of Petersburg, now works for Midwestern Engineers. He is a big fan of the show.
Good.
Got kind of on the show, Denny Spinner and that crew, and he's a friend of Kyler Henry. Kind of told Kyler, hey, you should check in to us, but got to have a nice long conversation with John, and I may be booked a speaking engagement.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That'll work.
We're
Good
going to
deal.
see what happens there, but kind of could be interesting to say the least. But yeah, so it was cool. Have those interactions. Share your Spotify Wraps, because I think like number 3 or 4 on his list was Joe Rogan, and that's the only time we'll be ranked ahead of Joe Rogan. So he makes $1 billion doing this. We don't quite, but hey, we're ahead of Joe.
So that really makes us better at it.
That's right.
Because we're doing it for the love of the game.
Amen, brother.
Love of the game and each other.
That's right.
Isn't that right, buddy?
Love it.
Dutchman out.
Let's do it.